When we think about attraction, many of us may first imagine physical features, like a strong jawline, a well-toned body, or captivating eyes. These external qualities undoubtedly play a role, but what truly drives attraction, especially from a psychological perspective, is far deeper than what meets the eye. Attraction, you see, is not just about looks. It's about connection. A connection that taps into the very core of human nature, influenced by evolution, biology, and even subconscious triggers that we don't always understand. Attraction is a complex dance, an invisible force pulling us toward one another. But what's behind this magnetic force? What causes a woman to be drawn to one person and not another? To understand this, we need to step back and begin with the concept of evolutionary psychology. This theory suggests that many of our behaviors and preferences are rooted in the survival mechanisms that our ancestors relied on. The early human experience was dominated by the need to survive, reproduce, and ensure the continuation of the species. In that context, women's attraction to certain traits in men was shaped by the need to choose a mate who could offer protection, stability, and resources for the survival of her offspring. This is why certain traits, such as physical strength, confidence, and even social status, were historically seen as desirable. Women were subconsciously drawn to men who exhibited traits that suggested they could provide a sense of safety, security, and the ability to care for her and her potential children. But attraction isn't simply about survival. There's something more intricate at play. Beyond the physical traits, women are also subconsciously attracted to men who display qualities like empathy, kindness, and intelligence. Why is that? Well, these qualities signal a deeper sense of emotional intelligence and the ability to care for and nurture those around them. They speak to a man's capacity for forming lasting relationships, his ability to understand others, and his potential as a long-term partner. In a world where survival isn't as much of a concern, these qualities have become the foundation for modern attraction. Women, it seems, are wired to be attuned to these deeper, often unspoken signals of compatibility. It's not just about finding someone who is physically attractive, it's about sensing whether they can emotionally and mentally connect with you. There's an intuitive sense that goes beyond reason, a feeling of comfort and alignment with another person. This intuitive sense of compatibility often shapes how a woman feels drawn to a partner, even when she can't always pinpoint why. It's like a subtle but undeniable pull, a feeling of connection that's grounded in emotional resonance, rather than just physical appearance. Yet, this doesn't mean that physical appearance plays no role at all. Our biology still plays a significant role in attraction. Research suggests that women are often subconsciously drawn to men with symmetrical features, clear skin, and a healthy appearance, because these traits signal good genes and optimal health. In a sense, physical attractiveness remains a subconscious cue to potential genetic quality. But even here, it's not just about a man's face or body. Subtle behaviors like posture, body language, and facial expressions also carry weight. Confidence, for instance, is often seen as an indicator of strength and reliability, which are attractive qualities for a potential mate. But as we move deeper into the psychology of attraction, it becomes clear that women's attraction is not simply a matter of physical or biological factors. It's about the emotional and psychological undercurrents that inform their connections. Women, like men, are often drawn to individuals who make them feel special, who bring out their best selves, and who can offer a sense of validation, understanding, and care. This brings us to another essential aspect of attraction: vulnerability. It may sound counterintuitive, but women are often attracted to men who can show their vulnerability. Why is that? Vulnerability signals trust and emotional depth. When a man can open up about his fears, his desires, and his challenges, it creates a sense of intimacy that many women find irresistible. It allows them to feel emotionally connected in a way that feels genuine and real. It's this balance of strength and vulnerability, of emotional depth and groundedness, that often creates the most powerful forms of attraction. There's something incredibly magnetic about a person who is comfortable with themselves, who isn't afraid to show their true emotions, and who is secure enough to be open and authentic. It signals to the other person that they can trust them, that they can experience a relationship based on honesty, mutual respect, and deep emotional connection. In many ways, attraction is about finding someone who brings balance to your life. It's not about perfection, but about complementing each other in ways that foster growth, understanding, and emotional fulfillment. When women feel seen, heard, and valued, the attraction they feel toward a man deepens, and when a man can make her feel understood, it strengthens the bond even further. This sense of connection is not built overnight, but through shared experiences, vulnerability, and emotional resonance. So far, we've touched on some foundational aspects of attraction: evolutionary psychology, physical traits, emotional intelligence, and vulnerability. But there's one more element to explore, and that is the idea of social and cultural influences. The way women are conditioned to perceive attraction is not purely biological. It's shaped by the society in which they live. From a young age, women are exposed to cultural norms, societal standards, and media portrayals of what is considered attractive. These external factors influence the traits and behaviors women find appealing. A woman's personal experiences, cultural background, and social environment can all play a role in shaping her perceptions of attraction. For example, media often promotes certain types of beauty, success, and masculinity, which can influence a woman's subconscious preferences. Yet, attraction isn't a one-size-fits-all phenomenon. What one woman finds appealing, another may not. Cultural diversity, personal preferences, and even past experiences all contribute to what a woman is drawn to. This is why attraction is subjective. There's no single formula that works for everyone. What one woman finds irresistible may not have the same effect on someone else. This is also where personal growth plays a significant role. Over time, as women experience more of life and relationships, their understanding of attraction evolves. They may become more aware of what truly matters to them in a partner, realizing that qualities like kindness, respect, and emotional maturity far outweigh superficial traits. It's in this intersection of biology, psychology, and social conditioning that the hidden psychology of attraction lies. Women, in their pursuit of meaningful connections, navigate a complex web of unconscious desires, evolutionary imperatives, and societal influences. They are driven not only by the need for love and companionship, but also by the desire to create a fulfilling, balanced relationship that offers both emotional and psychological satisfaction. As we continue to delve deeper into the hidden psychology behind women's attraction, we'll explore how these elements, often intertwined and sometimes conflicting, shape the connections women make, and why some relationships flourish while others fade. Stay with me as we uncover the next layers of this fascinating journey into human attraction. We move beyond the biological and evolutionary aspects to explore the crucial role of personality and emotional intelligence. While physical features and evolutionary instincts certainly play their part, it's often the subtle, intangible qualities that deepen the connection between two people. When it comes to attraction, personality traits are incredibly influential. Women are often drawn to men who exude qualities like warmth, humor, and integrity. These characteristics go beyond surface-level charm or attractiveness and tap into something more lasting and meaningful. A person with a good sense of humor, for example, can lighten the mood, make others feel comfortable, and create a shared sense of joy. Humor is universally regarded as one of the most appealing qualities in a partner, as it fosters feelings of happiness and connection. But it's not just any humor. It's the kind that feels authentic, kind-hearted, and genuine. It's the type of humor that invites laughter without judgment, that makes you feel seen without making fun of you. Emotional intelligence also plays a profound role in attraction. In fact, many experts argue that emotional intelligence, or the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions, as well as the emotions of others, is one of the most attractive qualities someone can possess. Emotional intelligence allows a person to navigate relationships with grace and understanding. It enables someone to empathize with others, to communicate effectively, and to respond to emotional cues in a thoughtful way. When a man shows that he understands and respects a woman's emotions, it creates a bond of trust and safety. This emotional attunement makes her feel heard, valued, and connected. For women, emotional intelligence is often seen as a reflection of maturity. It's the ability to stay calm in the face of challenges, to communicate needs clearly, and to respect the feelings of others. A person who can empathize, listen actively, and respond to emotional needs, without judgment or defensiveness, is far more appealing than someone who may struggle with emotional expression or understanding. It's not about avoiding conflict, it's about handling it with sensitivity and maturity. One aspect of emotional intelligence that many women find particularly attractive is the ability to regulate one's emotions. Emotional regulation is the skill of managing emotional responses in healthy ways, particularly in stressful situations. For example, when faced with frustration or anger, a person with high emotional intelligence is able to pause, reflect, and respond in a measured, thoughtful way. Women often find this ability to be incredibly appealing because it signals self-control, inner strength, and an ability to handle life's inevitable challenges. It's a sign that a person can maintain stability in a relationship, which is essential for long-term compatibility. But emotional intelligence isn't just about understanding and regulating emotions, it's also about self-awareness. Self-aware individuals have a deep understanding of their own emotional triggers, needs, and desires. They know what makes them happy, what frustrates them, and what they want from a relationship. This awareness allows them to communicate more effectively and authentically, making them more attractive to potential partners. Women are often drawn to men who are self-assured, who know who they are and what they want, and who are confident enough to express their needs and boundaries. Alongside emotional intelligence, personality traits like kindness and generosity also contribute significantly to attraction. Women tend to be drawn to men who display genuine kindness and generosity, not just toward them but also toward others. A man who is kind to strangers, generous with his time,